Okay, so this is part 2. We're
Yeah.
now tuned somewhat and
Mhm.
ready to work on our bowing technique on the open strings.
All right.
So we remember.
Oops.
Boom. Yep.
Out. And bring it back in. Face down. No hands. And there we go.
So let's just play on the open D string.
Okay.
You know the strings are tuned in fifths?
Mm-hmm.
We have G, D, A.
G, D, A, E.
Yep.
So
let's go from the frog to the tip. You know, this is called the frog.
Mm-hmm. Frog, tip.
And back on the D string. Bring it from above.
Okay.
Once more. Yeah, pretty good. I noticed you hit the A there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to notice just how close all of the strings are. With the violin being the smallest string instrument, we don't have to travel very far to get from the lowest string to the highest string.
Right.
A lot of kids think I was one of them, you know, to get to the G and all this, and it's something that needs to be learned and worked at, but it's good to be aware. Let me see you do it again on the D string.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
You've got a really nice tone. Make sure you want to have your weight down.
Okay.
So that it gives you the pressure.
So we went down.
So when we come from above
and
we sit on the string, everything basically. That's what gives you the.
So that's what gives you the.
The
a little bit of weight. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So you can do that on all the strings.
Yeah. So I like the circling it up and around.
From above, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
And you can vary that in endless ways. You can try splitting it in two. And a lot of times what we'll do is put a little piece of tape on about the center of the bow so that kids can understand the upper half and the lower half. And you can go even further and put it into quarters and all this stuff. But
I've seen people do that.
yeah.
I mean, are you an advocate of that kind of like using it as a crutch almost sometimes, or how?
I think
at the sake of over worrying about it.
Yeah, I think in terms of using it on the bow, it's a good thing. If you don't exactly know where the middle of it is, it's not really hurting the performance.
Okay.
It just gives you a visual idea of how much bow you're using. But in terms of tapes on the fingerboard, have you talked about that?
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
That can hinder, I think, more so than tape on the bow.
Okay.
Because, you know, with the fingerboard, you're not, if you're looking where to put it, you might not listen, and it's good to develop the skill of figuring out exactly where the note lies. So
it's here and not looking at it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I like that. I like the idea of doing the halves and halves here.
Yeah.
So
Remember, you bringing it.
yes, getting ahead of myself.
That's all right.
I do it the right way.
And you want your shoulders. You want it to be like you're not playing the violin. You want your shoulders to be square and your feet to be square, just like you're standing.
Okay.
And then the violin comes in. Because a lot of people, myself included, I lift my shoulder or I develop all these back aches and things.
Yeah. Okay. So everything's just straight up and down, square, and then look down, and that's where it is.
So let's try with the thumb
Under.
like that. Just so you can get an idea. And this isn't going to wrap around, it's just going to rest on top of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good job, though. Try doing the halves again on A.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Let's see.
So it's a matter of keeping all this. I'm still having trouble like keeping all this relaxed as we get going further into doing stuff. Yeah.
It's easy for us to think, I got to move this bow. I'm going to use my big muscles.
Mm-hmm.
My big muscles are going to be the ones that'll help me out the most. But really, it's the tiny, small movements of the knuckles and the wrist and these very fine movements that over the years you'll come to learn. But another point I wanted to make about the bow is the bow equal in its distribution of weight from the frog to the tip? I guess I'm not quite asking that.
I think I know what you're getting at. It's I mean the center of balance is more around here than actually in the
it's more towards the frog. So the frog is the heaviest point of the bow, and the tip is the lightest. So that means at the frog, we need very little weight or pressure to make a sound. I'm hardly holding the bow. But at the tip, we need the weight from the fingers
to press down
to create a tone. Yeah. So that's something you can think about when you go from frog to tip, how the weight is getting less.
Okay. Let's do it on the D.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all those little hiccups, is that something with like something I'm doing, or is that something like with the bow itself, the string, like crank, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an alright one. But...
Yeah, it's all about how you hold it and how you distribute your weight and things like this.
Okay.
But when I started playing, my bow was it was like that. So you're making a really good tone already.
Okay.
And do you know how to make dynamics on the instrument? Forte
really, no.
versus piano.
We haven't talked about any of that kind of yet.
So closest to the bridge is where you're gonna have your fortissimo sound. And as you get farther away from the bridge and closer to the fingerboard, this is where we have our nice piano sound. And at the bridge, it's very important to move the bow slower than you would if you were trying to make a piano where you move the bow quicker.
Okay.
So just try making a nice crescendo sound at the bridge. Very slow bow.
All right.
And can you move towards the fingerboard? And can you try and get a quicker bow?
Okay.
That's good. I just think about keeping your elbow down. It's one of the problems I still have. But
still creeping up.
You don't need that big shoulder muscle. It's just from the forearm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All stay and then from there. Okay. Well, cool.
Any questions? I think it's probably been 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's been about 20 minutes. So.
I don't know. Do you want to play something or?
Yeah, let's try playing something here.
Okay.
So, keeping all that in mind.
Yeah.
This biggest thing, the bane of what I've got so far is bow technique. The fingers are okay. They're okay at this point. At least what I've been playing in class.
And one way to when you're just starting out, a lot of people will not teach the bow and the fingers together.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start. I notice you have the cue to pits here.
Right.
So when we're focusing just on the fingers, it's good to start with the pits. But since you seem to have the bow under control, I want to hear something with the bow and the fingers.
All right. Oh, thank you. Let me see here. All right. So this is 33 song for Christine. So let's see what we got here.
Feel the looseness in there.
Okay.
It just takes time. That's
okay.
All. And awareness.
Absolutely. So let me give this guy another shot here. So, song for Christine, number 33. Relaxing always.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
You're still using that forearm to get the bows, but
okay. I'll see it on the video whenever I watch it again. But okay, I'll take. So you're saying I'm using like my whole arm over here instead of the.
Yeah, you can just keep this.
Ooh.
Make sure your thumb is curved.
Oh, still under there. Okay. Curved thumb, curved pinky. That's.
Yeah, that looks better.
I'm just making stuff up, but okay. So that's something I'm gonna keep on working on then. But yeah, man, thanks for.
Very good. Yeah.
Thanks for working through that with me.
Keep
so
it up.
well. But yeah, there's I mean, I definitely learned a thing or two here today. But yeah, man, thanks a lot.
Yeah. And we want to clean our strings and our bow after every use so that we don't get buildup, rosin buildup.
Oh.
So I don't know if you have a cloth in here.
We don't have a cloth, but after every use, that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Let me see if I can...
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.